Sa nakalipas na 2 dekada sa paglobo ng populasyon ng bansa, kasabay ang dumadaming tanawin ng mga nagkalat na basura sa paligid. Hanggang sa uling araw ng 2020, ang basura ng bawat Pilipino ay 150 kilos. At kung ang ating kasalukuyang populasyon na humigit kumulang 110 million, mangangahulugan na sa darating na December 31, higit 16.6 billion kilos ng basura ang naitapon natin lahat sa buong taon.
This year, the average Filipino produces 0.414 kilograms of solid waste every day. That doesn't sound like too much. Well, by December 31, 2020, the accumulated daily solid waste produced by each Filipino will amount to 150 kilograms. This means that the average Filipino adult produces between 2 to 3 times their own body weight in trash over the course of a single year. We project that by 2030, each Filipino will be producing 5 additional kilograms of solid waste per year. The result of this will be an overall increase of annual solid waste production, or a total of 20.51 million metric tons by 2030. This is a 39.90% increase compared to the 2014 numbers.
Ang Pilipinas ang pangatlo sa mga bansa sa ASEAN na may pinakamaraming basura na naitatapon kada taon, kasunod tayo ng Thailand at Indonesia. At para mas maging konkreto sa isipan, sinabi ni Senator Sherwin Gatchalian na ang mga basura ng lahat ng Filipino ngayong taon ay maaring makapuno ng higit sa 23,000 Olympic-size swimming pools o makakapuno ng 79 na Philippine Arena mula sa sahig hanggang sa bubungan.
The 16.6 million tons of solid waste we are expected to produce by the end of this year is equivalent to 58.2 million cubic meters. This is enough trash to fill 23,279 Olympic-sized swimming pools. This is enough garbage to fill 99 entire Philippine arenas, from the ground all the way to the top of the dome. If we continue down this current path of waste generation, the amount of solid waste we are projected to produce in 2030 is enough to fill an additional 5,435 Olympic-sized swimming pools or another 24 Philippine arenas.
Base sa datos mula sa DENR, 52% ng ating solid waste ay may tuturing na biodegradable, 28% naman ay recyclable, 18% ang residual waste na hindi na mapapakinabangan, at 2% lang special waste na nakakalason sa kapaligiran kung hindi tama ang pagtatapon. 2 dekada na anya ang Solid Waste Management Act, ngunit hindi ito ganap na nasusunod at pinansin pa niya ang mga butas sa batas.
The first area of concern is the lack of segregation. Different components of solid waste need to be segregated for the purposes of composting, recycling, and final disposal. However, during the January 28, 2020 hearing of the Committee on Energy, the DNR mentioned that only 30% of barangays actually segregate their collected waste properly. This implies that the mismanagement of solid waste produced by as much as 77 million Filipinos throughout the course of their day-to-day lives. The lack of waste segregation is also likely caused in large by the second area of concern: lack of materials recovery facility, or MRF. Unfortunately, as of 2014, only 31% of barangays had access to MRFs. This means that only 3 out of 10 Filipinos live in barangays with proper waste segregation facilities. The third area of concern, and perhaps the most troubling one, is the country's lack of sanitary landfills. RA 9003 provides that all residual waste must be disposed in sanitary landfills.
Kaya't diin ng senador para hindi na lumala pa ang krisis sa basura sa bansa, kailangan na ipatupad at sundin sa pinakamadaling panahon ang 5 Rs sa tinatawag na waste hierarchy.
It is clear that the implications of the garbage crisis are simply too grave for us to sit back and do nothing. We must take action now and to end the garbage crisis before it degrades the environment and poisons the body of future generations of Filipinos. The most immediate action we can take, Mr. President, is to urgently and strictly implement the 5 Rs of the waste hierarchy. Refuse generating waste, reduce the amount of waste produced, reuse materials, recycle waste materials, recover other uses for residual garbage.
Ngunit ipinunto ng senador, ang pinakamahirap sa lima ay ang magamit pa ang mga serviceable material mula sa residual waste. Pero may paraan niya para pakinabangan pa ang mga basura at makatulong. Isama sa mga solid waste management facilities ang waste to energy facilities o mga pasilidad kung saan ang mga basura ay makakapagbigay naman ng enerhiya.
One of the solutions to dealing with the residual waste conundrum is to diversify the types of solid waste management treatment facilities in the Philippines to include waste-to-energy facilities. These facilities have a dual function of producing additional energy and minimizing the volume of waste for final disposal.
Panawagan na lang din niya sa mga kapwa senador, mauna na sila sa paglilinis sa kanilang sariling bakuran. Ang Senado.
I humbly call on the Senate to lead the charge in this cultural shift by crafting and implementing guidelines to refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle right here in the Senate. I am confident that implementing simple policies such as discouraging the use of disposable masks by non-medical personnel, encouraging the use of refillable water bottles and washable food containers, and transitioning towards a paperless work ecosystem in the Senate would make an impact, set a good example for others to adopt the 5R culture.
Janice Cosio, Radyo Inquirer, 990, Bayan Nagtatanong, Mamaya Nag-uusisa.